Uh, so I want to tell you, this is one of the best visiting cards I've seen from any state. If this is a small symbol of progress, I think this is really a progressive Punjab. There's a really wonderful shift from the normal visiting cards. Now we are very eagerly look forward to hearing you, sir. Please.
Distinguished personalities on the dais, captains of industry. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for sparing some time and being part of this discussion today. Punjab is a small state, but a very progressive state. Punjab people consider as a food basket of India, a state which provides 60% of the total wheat and rice food requirements of the country. I was telling somebody that for some reason, Punjab stops producing wheat and rice for 1 year, there will be worldwide food crisis in the world, worldwide crisis. They said, how? I said, 1 out of every 6th person in the world is an Indian. India's population is such. If we provide 60% and the 60% of that becomes zero, then Indian government will have to go everywhere in the world to get wheat and rice, and there will be crisis. Even though we are just 2% of the land. When we took over approximately 6 years back, we sat down on the day one. We started analyzing what are our weaknesses and what are our strengths. Unless you know your weaknesses and your strengths, you cannot plan anything. From that day, we made a mission, and I'll take you through what we have done in the last 5 years and what we are going to achieve and what is our mission in life. What are the advantages of Punjab? It has best infrastructure in the country, rated by all rating agencies, high per capita income. Consumerism is the highest. There's a saying in Punjab that people even borrow money to spend on themselves. That's the level of consumerism in the state. Very skilled human resources, enterprising Punjabis. Punjabis can be anywhere in the world. Potatoes and Punjabis are found everywhere in the world. I went to Mongolia with a parliamentary delegation, and we were discussing this on the plane, that Punjabi, more than they were talking about Sardars that time, and potatoes everywhere in the world. As we landed in Mongolia, it was minus 30 degrees. And I said, in this place there can't be any. And to cut the story short, we were invited for dinner, and all the members of parliament and our speaker, Mr. Bal Yogi was a speaker, he was part of a delegation. We said, okay, that saying is not right, here there is no Punjabi. So as we wanted Indian food, there was no food available, we all are vegetarians. So the ambassador invited us home. As I entered ambassador's house, I heard somebody saying, Sat Sri Akal Badal Sahab. I looked and I thought maybe he's an embassy staff. He said, no. He's a Sardar from Ludhiana. I got a shock. He said, I've opened a restaurant here. I said, when did you come? He said, 4 years back, a travel agent put me on a plane. Rather than sending me to America, he made me land in Mongolia. And he's so enterprising He said, once I landed, I said, I can't go back. It's an insult to go back to that. He has not, that he's told everyone in the family that he's gone abroad. He got down. And Mongolia is a language problem. It's a weather is extreme. He married a Mongolian girl. In 4 years, he set up an Indian restaurant and is doing phenomenally well. So as I said, Punjabis, and if you look at the captains of industries, we look at Bollywood, we look at their background, everyone is Punjabi. Majority of them are Punjabi. As mentioned before, best industrial and work culture. What does industrialists need? Peace, undisturbed work climate. You'll never hear of a strike in Punjab. I have never heard. Mr. Oswal is the oldest family, Oswal family, I think from Punjab, industrial family. Never, not in 1 day of work lost. That's a basic, because every Punjabi is an entrepreneur. Every Punjabi wants to work. They will say, give me more time, we'll work longer, you give, how much money will you give, we'll work longer. That's the culture. And the biggest thing is the strongest agriculture base. And these are the various awards, how we are ranked by India Today survey, best in agriculture, infrastructure. So this, I don't want to repeat again. In terms of overall competitiveness, Hindustan Times Mint Awards, these are all the awards which our state has got. In terms of investment, this is a SOCHAM report. The percentage of investment materialized, Punjab is one of the highest, 79%. It is not just agreements or not other things. These are, I don't want to get into this, these are all the awards which we got. This is a human index. Now, let me come to the main thing. What is a vision? What is a mission? If you don't have a vision and you don't have a mission, you cannot be successful. Day one, we made a vision 5 years back, a mission and a vision. And we are happy to announce we are closer to achieving our vision and our mission. Now, what is our vision? Think big, you will achieve big. If you just think of small things, you will never take your state forward. Ideas more than resources. People just talk about money, that the state has no money, or something is not there, you need money for doing everything. You don't need money. You need ideas. You have ideas, the money will come running to you. We have made Punjab power surplus with zero money invested by Punjab government. Zero. I'll take you through how I've changed the shape of Punjab with zero investment, just ideas, and that's it. So its vision is think big, achieve big, ideas more important than resources, growth and equity. Means development should be holistic. I go to a lot of states, I don't want to criticize any states, but their development is concentrated on one town. Okay, this is the IT hub. You cross the IT hub and you go to the villages, you go to the interiors, there's nothing. In our state, we said it has to be everywhere. And that's our vision. Inclusive social development. That it is only, a government does not only work for the rich. We have to look at the poor. They are the people who need maximum help. So it should not be the government just concentrating on big things, ignoring the social poor people. And the last is citizen-centric governance. Why is this thing which is coming in the papers every day, debate every day, corruption? Corruption cannot be solved by making a Lokpal or you give more powers to CBI. If setting up police stations could solve crime, then CBI can solve corruption. No. Corruption will be solved if you change the systems which are there. if there's the connectivity between a common man and the government, the connectivity is broken. A common man does not need to go to the government for his services. There's no corruption. If a common man sitting at home can get his service, then where will be corruption? So a thing was, change the old laws. In our country, our laws are made during the British days. In that time, the situation was very different from today. The thinking that time was very different than today. But our laws are still continuing. We have boiler inspectors, for example. You put up a factory, you need a boiler inspector to come and certify. That boiler inspector got a job 30 years back. And I think the level, what he studied about a boiler that time is completely, he doesn't know what the latest boiler is about. And he has to come and certify this. And MVI has to certify the roadworthiness of a Mercedes truck. If Mercedes knows better or the MVI knows. And unless he doesn't sign, he cannot be registered and approved. Electric inspector has to certify, if you want to put up a factory, that without his permission, you will not get this thing. Why do you need all this? So in our citizen-centric, our aim, as I'll show you, eliminate everything. That is the thinking, a vision of ours, and that is how I'll show you how we have achieved it. Now, what is a mission? That was a vision. Now it comes a mission. To develop your state, you have to make it power surplus. You have to have the best air connectivity. Why we say best air connectivity? Because we are landlocked. People talk about states developing like Maharashtra, maybe Gujarat, Andhra, all them. They are natural advantages. Tamil Nadu has natural advantages. Big companies have gone there, even though there's no power there. That they've gone there because of the ports. We are poor state is landlocked. So if you are landlocked, how do you connect to the world? Is build air connectivity, airports. Finest road network. You go to any state, you will have the main national highway crossing, a very good road, a 4-lane. But you just go off left and right, it's completely different story. Our aim was every nook and corner of the state should have the same. Upgraded transport facilities, the buses and other systems in place, we have to have. In our country, the biggest problem is our country is not planned at all. Anybody wants to put a factory anywhere, anybody wants to do anything, he can start anywhere. Even if you look at the state of Maharashtra, I don't think so the whole state is master planned. Which is the industrial area, which is the agriculture area, which is housing area for future. Maybe Bombay, maybe. But if you cross Bombay, what can you do on this part of the state? So without that, whatever wrongs have been done, we cannot change it. At least save your state and the country for the future. So our aim was the whole state should be planned, master planned. And we'll show you how we have done it. Emphasis on education and skill development. Because that's, when we took over, can you imagine, Punjab was considered 14th or 15th among all states in education level. In 6 years, we got it to number 2. This is the Government of India statistics released recently. We are number 2 in education now. Then health, and then is youth, sports. To save our children from going the wrong direction, we have to promote sports, and I'll give you an example how we have done it. And it's an amazing example how one rural sport of ours in 3 years has become a world attraction. Kabaddi, I'll mention, when I come to that I'll mention how we have done it in just 4 years. And as I mentioned about governance reforms, and the last, once you do everything, all these 9 things, then automatically you have investors coming in, industries there. Our aim is why people are telling me that why are you showcasing your state now? A lot of states have already done. My principle, philosophy is very different from others. I don't believe in saying I will do. when I come, I said I will come only when I've done it. So now we have done everything, and I'll show you how we've done it, that this is the right time for us to showcase the state, because we have done everything. Now this is the best thing to offer you. I'll give you a small example. L&T, they are sitting here, Mr. Rao is sitting here. Throughout the country, there was a big hype of power plants to be set up throughout the country. Very few of them have come up. Rest, everyone is stuck somewhere or other. Somewhere they're stuck with land, somewhere the environment clearance, somewhere some linkage, some problem. All of them are stuck, majority of them. In our state, when we said make it power surplus, how we did it, what we did was, we didn't let the entrepreneur run around. We formed a company, as in their case it was a Nabha Power company, in a power plant. Within 1 year, we got every clearance the government got, including land, acquired land, water connection, railway linkages, coal linkages, environment clearance, everything in one package. We bid out that package. That after, when you take this power plant, you don't have to do anything. You just start construction. Every clearance was given to the company, bid out the company. That's why you can see in 3 years, from 0 date to this year, they are in December, next month, December, they are starting operational, production is starting, power generation is starting. Rather than letting it to the industry to run around from one pillar to another pillar, to like all the projects are delayed because of that. And even this, their case, Sterlite has got the second power plant in Talwandi suburb, 2000 megawatts, they are the same. Same is the case of GVK, which is, and that is why when our mission of power supply, we are the only state which has achieved. Not in that, we will be even the cheapest power state. This is regarding power surplus. This is what the demand is, and 2013-14, this is the scenario if you look at it, that we will be, doesn't work. The pointer doesn't work. The middle one. Okay. End of this December, 9th December is our investment summit. On 8th December, we will declare Punjab power surplus state. Next year onwards, we will be exporting power to other states. And besides that, not in that, in the next 2-3 years afterwards, we will become the cheapest power state in the country. Cheapest. Because our basket of power is going to be the cheapest. And our aim is that being landlocked, sell this as one of your biggest incentives as cheapest power. We get about 2,000 megawatts from Bhakra Dam, which is costing us 17 paisa per unit. We are getting Thin Dam power. Now with their power, I think your is at 2 rupees or something. 189 is their power rate. And today if somebody wants to, I heard UP did I think one tender or something which is coming at about 5 or 6 now, 6 rupees. They can never be cheaper than us. So our aim is to make it attractive and sell power. You'll be very happy. Next month in December, the Chief Minister of Pakistan, Lahore, he's also coming and he's requesting that you export power to us, power Lahore. Or that's what the level they are talking to us. So this is regarding power. And these are the tariffs which we will become the cheapest. Now, as you said, air connectivity. Punjab is a small state. And look at the amount of airports we have got cleared and approved and under construction and some are operational. 3 international airports. One is Amritsar, already operational. One at Mohali is going to be operational next year. L&T is only doing it. They're building that airport. They're going very fast. A new state-of-the-art private sector airport is in Machhiwada coming out. Everything is cleared. Only one last hitch is there, which is going to be cleared very shortly. That means in a state which is one length to breadth is 300 kilometers, 350 kilometers, you have 3 international airports. and look at this domestic airports, Ludhiana, Bathinda, Pathankot. Our aim is you travel 100 kilometers anywhere in state, you can take off to any part of the country. Bathinda is already ready. Pathankot is operational. Ludhiana is operational, but we are extending the runway and making it a bigger airport. And which I have not mentioned here is the next airport which we already sent the application, which you're going to get is the Jalandhar in the Doaba, well, Jalandhar airport. So our aim is to make a state the most well-connected state, and we are very successful in and implementing these. This is Mohali International, which they are building. Now, road connectivity. My aim was that if you travel anywhere in Punjab, you should be going in 4 to 6 lane expressways. Anywhere. It's not just going from Bombay to Pune. It should be Bombay to maybe you're going to left, right directions. And we have done it. This is how we have done it. Here, this is the map of Punjab. Just see how we have, this is the main road. Shambhu Jalandhar is already under construction. This is 6 lane. This is already done. Jalandhar Pathankot. Already done. Amritsar. This is 90% complete. 4 to 6 lane expressway. Just sanctioned. Next year, January, construction starting. 2 years it will be complete. Already construction is going on in a very fast pace. Here again, construction has been, this is Sharpur, this has been approved and construction is starting, the tender process is on. This again, in January, this construction is starting. All these ones. Blue and so just look at the state. If you look at the map of the state, you can go anywhere, all are 4 to 6 lane, and I can declare, like the way I declared Punjab power surplus. 3 years from now, you visit our state, you'll have beautiful roads. Zero investment from our state, all private sector. My basic funda of our state is, government's job is not to be in business. Just be supervisory, that's it. Leave everything to the private sector. And the quality of infrastructure you get is going to be amazing. We are even going to the extent of even the municipal services. We are privatizing municipal services like water, sewerage systems, the road within the towns, everything. So that people are ready to pay, but they need the services. And that's the philosophy which our government is working on, or done. Futurist planning, this is what we in our state, master plan of approximately 15 cities are already done, notified. Balance cities will be done in another 2-3 months. The whole state basically, the whole state is going to be master plan. It is master plan. Half of it is already done. Balance process is going on. We have an international company which is handling that. In our urban mission, means in our towns, from big town to the smallest mandi, which has got a population of 10,000, 15,000 also. In next 4 years, you'll have 100% drinking water, 100% sewerage, solid waste management. Whole state is being covered under solid waste cleaning of cities in the private sector. The Jindal company has taken over the Malwa belt of our state or districts of Bathinda, Firozpur. They go all the towns from door-to-door collection to disposal to generating whatever power or whatever, it's already given, the work is started. And our aim is that whole state to have a clean state, and the private sector is moving. A to Z has got Ludhiana and other tenders are going on for the rest of the state. So we are coming up the garbage collection, plus now we are coming out with tenders of road cleaning, street cleaning, automatic street cleaning of all towns. So at night we will wash it, clean it, and all in the private sector, I think they already come out on within 10-15 days, tenders are coming out for that. Our aim is, and this is not difficult to do. It's very easy. You just have to have a mission. We have to do it. And I think things can be done. We have now, in terms of real estate, top developers of this country are investing in our state, and all the names are there. We have started, as I said, holistic approach. We came out with a very attractive idea. Why can't a common man travel in air-conditioned buses? I did all the calculations and realized that the tax structure was causing the ticket of an ordinary bus to go very high if you make it air-conditioned. So I reduced the tax structure. Today, we have 3-4 types of bus services in our state. One is the ordinary bus. Second is ordinary air-conditioned bus, which only 15% more fare than the normal bus. Just 15%. And person can travel in an ordinary air-conditioned and heated, winters HVAC heated bus. And from every nook and corner of Punjab, from one like Bathinda you want to go to Amritsar, Ludhiana you want to go to Jalandhar, from Jalandhar you want to go to Pathankot. In summers when the temperature is 50 degrees, poor man used to have a really a tough time. So in our state is the first state where common man, poor man is traveling in air conditioning. Then we even took it to the luxury level, a super luxury. Today from every district headquarter of our state, Mercedes luxury buses go to a capital Chandigarh. We have a service, shuttle service. All types of bus services go, but even the luxury level, like Mercedes and Volvo buses, from every district headquarter to our state. In the cities have the city cab service. Now we are coming out with BRTS system for the main towns of Amritsar and Ludhiana. The tender process is going on. We are spending a huge amount of money on urban infrastructure as well as rural infrastructure. In terms of education, as I was mentioning, our basic focus is get the best in our state. I visited, along with my father, Hyderabad, Indian School of Business in Hyderabad. I think that place is amazing. I went there. We said we have to have them here. I'm very happy within 1 year we got them here. They've got an excellent campus in Mohali, Indian School of Business Mohali. We are now coming up in 1600 acres. We are creating a new township known as New Chandigarh, which is going to be better than Chandigarh. In that, we are creating a 1600 acres education city where the top institutes, we are just looking at which are the top best institutes in India and abroad who want to invest, and go to them and tell them, please come and set your place here. We want quality rather than quantity. So that at least we can have quality education there. And most of the companies already started showing very keen interest in that. We've got a Medicity coming up there in Mohali, in New Chandigarh, where Tata is already setting up. Tata Memorial Cancer Hospital is already been cleared 500 crore by the government of India there. These are all the super specialty services, hospital chains. I think we are coming out with a new scheme of insurance, which is launching next year. 2 schemes. One, the whole Punjab is going to be health insured. Common man, a poor man, the government of Punjab is going to pay until 30,000 rupees a year. 30 lakh people, families will be insured, health insured. And they can go to any of the hospitals, cashless card, and that's it. We come out with another scheme. They just contribute about 1,000 rupees for 1.5 lakhs health insurance coverage to a family. That is also going to be launched next month. So basically in the health sector, which is attracting a lot of investment now in health sector. And top brands, top hospitals here are all coming to Punjab, because Punjabi log खांदे भी चंगा तो पींदे भी वधिया है, उसके बाद हॉस्पिटल जाते हैं. In sports, I was telling you, ours is the only state which has dedicated a special fund for sports. I was talking to the Union Minister for Sports. Our Government of India fund today, we could create world-class sportsmen. Today we are not achieving the targets which are set because of the governments. I clearly blame our governments, especially Government of India. We have the capacity to beat anybody in the world, but we are not giving opportunities to our players. We are not identifying them and giving opportunities. Whoever has won, today we feel proud, okay, this person has won the shooting medal, gold medal. He's not won because of the government support. He's won because of his own dedication and by spending his own money. I'll give you a small example. The pathetic state, how we treat our sportsmen. You might have heard in China, just now Olympics took place. We won the bronze medal in the girls' 400 meters relay. We have one girl, she's from Punjab. She had reached the Olympic finals. You know, our sportsmen reaching a final was also, initially, we used to have people getting rejected in the before only. But this girl, she's in the Punjab police. I didn't know that. I am being the Home Minister, I was there for a function. She came up to me, she's in the Indian team and training under Government of India. She comes up to me and tells me that 4 months or 3 months were left, I think, 4 months. That, sir, 4 months are left for the Olympics. I am in the Indian team. I need to train myself. I have talked to a coach in Los Angeles who's going to train me, but I have no money. I said, isn't Government of India, you are the Indian team, why aren't Government of India doing anything? He said, no, we have to do ours. I said, how much do you need? She said, I need 35 lakhs to pay the coach and everything. Next day I gave her 35 lakhs and she sent her there. I was very happy. When she won the bronze medal, she immediately texted me on my mobile, thank you, I won the bronze medal. I said, if this is happening to a sportsman, that they have to fend for some, they're fighting for the country's glory, and they have to fend for who's going to teach them and coach them. So what we did now, we have now created on liquor, alcohol, because Punjabis love to drink. So put a sports tax on them. With every bottle you drink, you contribute to developing sports. And we are getting 150 crores every year, and we are building world-class infrastructure. You just see our new stadium. They're total about 18 or 19 hockey astroturfs. Punjab, India was the hockey gold medalist for so many years. Now we are last. Why? There's no astroturfs for youngsters to train. In last 1 year, the 18 in India, in last 1 year, I've set up 8 of them in Punjab, 8 more in Punjab. And this is the photograph, you look here, this is a new hockey stadium already operational. This hockey stadium is considered one of the best in the world. But I must say, the Olympics, the Asian Games, or Commonwealth Games, sorry, hockey stadium was costed 400 crores or something. This has only costed us 45 crores. And it is, the Hockey India came and checked it up. They said it's much better than anyone. I personally went to see hockey in Olympics in London, and the stadium is 100 times better. So we are now creating a Punjab Institute of Sports. Like India has National Institute of Sports. On a similar line now, we have created a Punjab Institute of Sports, where we have now picking up talent from villages level, complete coaching. World-class coaches are hired by the state government, national and international coaches. The complete expenditure of the sportsman, from his boarding, lodging, training, expenditure is paid by Punjab government. We are setting up in every district a sports school, which has state-of-the-art facilities, including Olympic-sized pools, including astroturfs, synthetic tracks, everything. First school is already set up, operational. The next 3 years we are going to set up all 30 schools. Aim is you give an Indian opportunity and he can really achieve the heights. So that is what we are concentrating on sports. Now the most important thing which I want to tell you, which we have done is, as I mentioned starting point, what one of our mission is, that why are people disgusted with our governments? Because every day they have to face complications and problems, dealing with every department. You have to pay a tax, you have to get hassled, have to get a permission, you get hassled, you have to face corruption, you have to face humiliation. Everyone hates politicians and bureaucrats and governments. Why? Because systems common man has to face. So every day he has to face harassment. So I gave a mission to my government. We set up one whole ministry known as Administrative Reforms, under which aim was, and I'm very happy we have achieved 50% success. By June next year, no Punjab citizen will have to go to or deal with any government department. No citizen. Every service will be available online from his village or in his mohalla of a town. Everything is outsourced. We will, by next year, complete Punjab will be connected through internet. Whole village, every village of Punjab will be connected. My mission is, when I do something, I do it as a whole. Never do part. Not one city, only towns, no villages. That thing. And by next year, in Punjab, there will be no in-line, you will be online. In-line means you don't have to stand in line, you will be only online. So that is what our mission is, and I must say, we will be the first state who will be achieve 100% from the remotest of village to the nearest of village to the headquarters. Besides that, we are changing all the laws, as I mentioned before, the MVAD inspectors. The industrial policy, we are coming out with that every clearance, you will not have to go to one department to another department to, like, as I mentioned in L&T case, we did everything. We have, like we said, single window is into various multiple windows. We have one single room or place where you don't have to go there also. Online, you inform by 9th of December, when the summit will launch it. You just inform, and these are the checklists. It's going to be 90% of the thing is self-certification. You want to have your building plans, you don't have to go there. Your architect certifies, it is as per law, fine for us. If you want any inspectors, the company certifies, we are following all the rules, yes, fine. Self-certification, you just have to tick, and immediately within 1 second after your application, you'll get your number or your business, doing business number and registration number, and you can start your work. I want to declare on 9th of December a state which has the easiest to do business in. I want to eliminate that's a mandate, and we have achieved, and we are changing laws and systems before that on 9th, any state in the country, mandate is that we have to be the easiest and the simplest, and I think we are going to achieve that. So that's what I said. We are coming here today to invite you to invest in our state. Once we have set our house in order, so once by 9th of this month, December, when you come, the complete framework systems will be in place. And our biggest policy advantage which you are going to have, which no state has, is the VAT retention policy. You go to Himachal, a lot of people have invested from here to Himachal. Why? There is sale tax exemption. Exemption doesn't give you any benefit. Okay, your price goes down. But here we are giving you cash. Whatever the VAT you collect, you charge the consumer, collect VAT which you are supposed to pay to the government, 80% you keep with yourself, and balance you deposit to the state. And if you calculate, your complete project will be free by just the VAT retention. It will pay for and this is for 10 years. It is not that you have to refund it after 10 years. That is your money. Like if somebody wants to invest in tourism projects, hotel, hospitals, whatever VAT you charge to the consumers, you retain it. And especially in the case of automobiles or any other manufacturing with a high VAT, this thing, and even CST, it's not only VAT, even CST, which you 2% which you give is going to be retained. You don't have to pay any other charges. Besides that, your electricity we have done that electricity duty charges will be 6% lower than the normal charges. Our clearances are going to be there. Our power is going to be the cheapest. So we have come out and world-class infrastructure. That's why we come here, that this is the right time and the place to be in. Punjab has the highest consumerism. Everyone is talking in this country that the economy is down, the sales are down, turnover is down, purchasing is down. Punjab is the only state in the last 7 years, there's more than 20% growth in our VAT revenue year to year. Year to year, 20% continuously. Because people are, they spend. And now another big advantage is the opening of Wagah border to Pakistan. That's a gateway to this part of the world. Today, 48 items are exported from there. In another 2 months, 1,500 items will be allowed to be exported. The way things are maintained, how the town is so nicely designed with roads and infrastructure in place and maintained. That's the biggest thing, is being maintained. So that's what I'm saying, that this is the right time for you to come. Even in terms of various statistics, which I don't want to take too much of your time, like per capita income, we are higher than, if you look at we are on top, and this is India. Our education, poverty is reduced. If you last, in 2004-5 statistics, 20.9% was percentage of persons in Punjab who are under poverty line. Today, it is Punjab has come down to 8.26% of the people in Punjab. And government of India, or whole India, is still 7-10 years behind us, if you look at the figures, if you compare it. Similarly, in the gross domestic product, just see the growth which has taken place in our state. Here is when we took over the state, when our government took over, and this is how we have grown. And this is before it was. This is how we have grown. This is the state revenues. This is what our revenues growth was in our state. Just see from here where we have taken it. This is the revenue growth. Because of the systems in place we did and we put in place. State's VAT revenues, just see the growth level. Hardly any, from 3,000 to 4,800. It took 65 years to reach 4,000 crores. It took us 5 years after that, 5 or 6 years, to reach 20,000 crores from 5,000. And our target is, in this alone, in next 3 years, will touch more than 50,000 crores. That's the level of potential our state has to offer. We are in VAT growth level, we are number 3 in the country, and I think we will achieve the highest number. Our debt to GSDP ratio, Government of India, everyone talks about, that there's so much debt. I tell people, good debt is not bad. Anybody who started business needs debt. But today, I think US is in a worse shape than us. Government of India debt is approximately 68% debt to GSDP ratio. When we took over our state, our debt to GSDP ratio was 47%. Today we got it down to 32% debt to GSDP ratio of our state. And we're going to take it further down in the coming years to a very low level. We are doing both financial planning and overall planning of a state in a very systematic, like you run your companies. You have to look at every aspect of our growth. On the similar line, we are looking at a holistic approach and how to achieve our targets, and we have been very successful in achieving them. We are coming out with textile hub in Malwa, very extractive policy for textiles. We are creating a food hub in Amritsar and Firozpur, where every tax in food processing is completely waived off and retention is there. We have petro hub coming in Bathinda, automobile hub in Patiala, housery, knitwear, all hubs in Ludhiana. So these are the various focused area we are concentrating on. These are the various incentives already talking about. These are the various opportunities in various areas, scales, people are coming. So at the end, I just want to say, today the times have changed. I was telling somebody that first, about 15 or 20 years back, industrialists used to seek appointments with businessmen, or with the chief ministers, sorry. Industrialists used to seek. Today, chief ministers are seeking appointments with industrialists, and that's a good sign. Today, that's a good sign. Today, you have opportunities to go everywhere. But you are only looking for a place which gives you the best facilities, best environment, hassle-free problems. In Punjab, you'll never hear or never ever hear of political interference with industry or calling any industrialist for any favors. Never, never in our state. You'll never hear of strikes. You'll never hear of, and the people, we are so open. My father, he's 85 years old. He wakes up at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock he starts calling all district commissioners for what has happened. He reads the papers, any problem anyway. After that, he's in some village or some town. There's not a single village in the state or a town in a state where he has not himself been. He's come out with a policy of Sangadarshi, where he goes to the village, sits down with them and calls the village, and what are your problems, and the officers are there and he solves them. Because of the level of interaction with the public, we actually know the pulse of the people. Unless you don't know the pulse of the people, you cannot change policies and make policies. Because we understood the people's aspirations, people's thinking, people's approach, why people hated government, why people hated politicians, our aim became that we eliminate everything which they used to, public never liked. And that is the mission we are working on, and I must tell you that within 6 months from now, as I don't want to repeat again, but I have to do that no person, when I say no person, means no person in Punjab will have to deal with any government department. You want your land record, you can sit at home, just punch your name and you'll get a certified copy at home. If you don't know, if you don't have a computer, you go to a village kiosk, which every village is going to have 6 months. You just go, charge of 10 rupees or whatever the charge list is, he'll give you there in your village. You don't have to go to a district headquarters or you do anything. You need anything from birth certificate, death certificate, admission, you want to pay your bills, your everything is online. And or if you don't want, if you are internet savvy, you can do it on your own. That's the phenomenon. And once you achieve that target, I think corruption, the word corruption can be eliminated. In India also it can be eliminated. If we make it a mission to break the link between a common man and the government, there is no corruption. There wouldn't have been any corruption. Today in Punjab, every tender, every purchase in our state is through e-tendering. There's no other way. You're sitting in Bombay, you can put up a tender on e-tendering to our state. And you can check your result there only, there and there. Now we are even going to the level of e-payments so that you don't have to go. In our state, the VAT holders, the traders, by next year, by next 2-3 months, today at the moment, and even today, our complete VAT collection system is online, paperless. Our target with the Chief Secretary is to make every district and the state headquarters paperless. And we will achieve it very shortly. That's the mission and vision we have come here. So I request everyone to be a guest on 9th of December and see for yourself the state, how we have progressed, how we plan to do other things, how we have changed the systems. And after 9th, when everything is in place, just try our new systems in place and you will see that we will be the easiest place in the country to do business in. And the best and the cheapest place to do business in. And that's what the industry wants. Thank you very much.